Osborne in Nebraska, and we told him what we were thinking about. And Coach Osborne said, you know, this is the exact right direction. And when you talk to the coach about what he looks for in players, you know, obviously it's important to have all the athletic talent and the speed and, you know, the track record of success at the high school level. But more important than that is he talks about when he meets with these young men, he looks them in the eye. Because what he really wants is he wants that drive, he wants that heart. He wants what we would know in Wyoming as the grit.
We're very, very intentional about our intentions when we're recruiting these young men. We talked about our Wyoming profile, a guy that education is going to be extremely important to get a meaningful degree from a great university, the University of Wyoming, and then somebody who really has a laser-like focus to win the Mountain West Conference Championship. And so all the other attributes outside of that, we're not looking for that guy. And, you know, the young guys that we talked to that bought in are into that, and the other guys who weren't, that's okay. We spent a lot of man hours, a lot of hours, and a lot of finances traveling around not only our region, but around our country, and we feel like we signed 23 young men that are really going to make a difference in our program.
You've also had a chance to kind of get a feel for the state of Wyoming and the kids that fit here. Talk about how, I mean, you did have 11 states that you recruited kids from, so you went all over the country, but how does that factor in, kind of understanding what kind of kid will fit in your program here?
Well, I think it's imperative that, first of all, that we really value our state because we believe there are good football players in here. Now, they're developmental players. They're guys who may not have the advantages of being in Texas high school and having off-season conditioning. They're more multi-sport players, but you can go a long ways with those guys. And so we've worked really hard in developing a relationship with high school coaches. And then we value the Wyoming player, not only scholarship players, but the non-scholarship players. So they're really going to be truly the backbone of our locker room. And we're excited about the two guys that we had signed and then the walk-ons that are going to be joining us from the state.
You mentioned the walk-ons. I mean, that's kind of the next phase now, and I know that's a priority for you.
It is.
So what do you say to those kids out there that you've been talking to about possibly walking onto the program?
Well, first of all, they have a chance to get a great education here, and you know, if the majors that we have fit what they're looking for, that's the first step. And then along with that, that they're going to be valued, and they're going to need to have, in our minds, the ability to play Division I football. But they're also going to have the initiative to go out and work hard, to add great value. They will be encouraged. They're going to be given feedback, and they're going to be a valued part of our football team. And so outside of who's paying the tuition, you're not going to be able to tell who's on scholarship and who's not.